Hey, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for the month of May, or wherever you find this. Hey, y'all, how are you doing? What's going on? So, thank you again for stopping by my channel, Dani and I, where I love to do quick zodiac messages for the signs, just a quick little drop of tea into this jet off. Along with that, I love to do a bi-weekly thing called Thursday Tea with Dani, where I'm discussing all the pop shit between pop culture, the economy, the government, whatever is affecting us as a collective, primarily in the United States, since I am a Black American. That's what I'm discussing. And if there's anything like outside that scope I see, something that can really affect everyone, like, just those things. So yeah, if you're interested in that, if you're kind of curious and you're like, does she really know? Well, let me tell you something. If you follow my Twitter, Dani and I, of course, you'll see that I have been working on updating the thread on things that I discussed that have been coming to light. For example, I discussed a lot of the environment conversations and climate change conversation about, around last month. And that is conversations that are coming up. So those things I think are important for us just to kind of get some insight on and a heads up on, because there's a lot going on in the world. All right, y'all, before we get into this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers here, so please help out your small content creator by doing that for me. And let's get into it. So I do use playing cards, Cardacy, to do the readings, and this is the only deck I'll be using for this reading. So let's get into it, cat. All right, Capricorn. Diamonds, victory, Capricorn. What's what means to receive the month of May on this derivative in this reading? Capricorn places. Okay. All right, Capricorn, you may not feel connected or on the same page as some close people right now in this moment. Right now, there is some endings to come. And what I'm seeing here is these endings are due to help you with this trying time in the moment. So it could be between finances, communications with others, looking for a job, or looking to move up in work, or maybe just what's it going to look like for my business or whatever I'm working on. Like, is it going to expand? Is it going to be worth it? So all these questions, and you're probably hoping as you add this thing on that you're gaining things, but right now we are losing things, and it's very important for us to shed those things, Capricorn. It's going to be very important to shed those things. It could be amongst people, it could be amongst habits, it could be amongst a job, it could be amongst one of your many side hustles that you really don't need anymore. Right now we need to look at our time and see if we're utilizing it to the best of our ability in terms of time structure and what we really want to do. Do you really want to do all those activities in the day, like this activity, that performance, whatever? Or are you just doing it because you think you need to, because you think you need to be busy? In the moments of sitting down, the moments of endings is where you will find you get the most insight. Ten of Diamonds. So, like I said, you could be putting it into a side hustle, a business, or a job. I'm seeing, because it has not been bringing in things for the better at the moment. Or maybe you're not even shutting it down completely. You're starting over. There's some things that you're probably started over on that did not work the first time. But this is really good for you because you are going to be on your throne. Understanding sometimes that certain things just aren't going to work out and there's no need to stick with it forever to like prove this and that. But maybe how can we rebrand it? How can I restructure it? Do I really want to do that service or that thing? Or do I really want to do this? Do I really want to take it that route? Maybe my core audience is not meant to be young people. Most likely it's meant to be middle age class people, like being honest with ourselves and sitting with that and discovering where best fits us. That's why I'm seeing really big come for you in May. And this is something that you've probably been seeing if you're watching this in the month of May of 2023, of coming along. Like, I'm in this moment and I feel like I need to end it, but it's not even ending. It's like rebuilding, rescrapping. Be open to rebuilding on things. Be open to starting over, being flexible. Or you may have had this whole vision and be open to it being completely different than what we expected. hmm Let me shuffle some more. All right. Oops, sorry. A lot of your issues that are or troubles or a bit of struggles could be stemming from an elder or someone that we see as a person I only look up to, but maybe if they're in the house, they pay the bills, or maybe someone that is your boss at work. So I am seeing here is there is a bit of a struggle of that, and we have been working with another elder for advice, taking in their insight. And then we have also been working with probably somebody younger, around your age, and taking their insight. And you're feeling like everybody's input is pretty important, but where's the balance? And the balance, the only way you're going to find a balance in what they're saying and what the advice they're giving you is if you know what you want and what your end goal is. You can't look through other people to offer you insight, to offer you all the pieces. They're giving you some pieces, but only you can know how to configure them or make them work when you try, when you sit down and you take the time to think of it. And that is going to be a challenge that I want to set for you whenever you find this reading. I challenge you to take a moment and to really sit and think through, even when it gets tough. Have you been wanting to change your spending habits? You're going to need to print out your transaction sheets and look at what you spend in your bank. Yeah. Okay, you have to see DoorDash, 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 DoorDash. Like whatever you've been spending on, you're gonna have to face it. Face in a sense that you're not perfect in this instance. And so being open to being given that clear lens of how you can do better, because think of it as this is to push me to do better. It's not meant to harm me, it's not meant to hold me back. I want to do better, and you're going to have to take a step back and be very honest with yourself and look at the whole business model. hmm And the business model doesn't have to just be a business, right? It could be with just like, if you're like, man, I feel so sluggish. And it's like, I do be getting like a Big Mac, like, every day. Whatever. And that's not to say like, oh, that could be the only thing. Or like, I don't get enough sleep, but I be staying up past this time doing this and that, knowing that I have to wake up early. So it's not like I'm going to be able to sleep in a bit to like recount for that sleep. Taking accountability completely. I'm not talking about, oh yeah, I don't get enough sleep, I be staying up late, but it's because of, it's just like, I'm just that person that needs to be like sitting in front of the TV for hours to help me sleep. And it's like, it's not helping you sleep. Like, do you want to change it or not? Like, what? Take accountability. Do better. Change it. And that is just what it's asking you to do. That's just what the challenge I see here is. Because you're on a step to really great things, Capricorn. But Saturn, is a bit on your ass. And there's just some things that Saturn wants you to handle before we really start to get into those things. The road is never ending. There are many twists and turns you could take. It doesn't have to be, it's not going to be a straightforward road all the time. And you got to be open to putting on your turn signal and making that left or right when you feel called to. And that's all I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for stopping by with me for a little bit of tea. I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.